Hey, welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald Legacy. You can just call me Stent. This is likely going to be the last part I do of this. And even if it goes over the time limit I usually set of like 2 hours, I'm going to make sure this is the last part, whether it's if it's the last thing I do. As such, I've boosted up the team's level to 70, so we actually have a chance here at the Elite Four. Because I figured we may as well go for that first before moving on to all the various legendaries we have to catch. Pretty sure we have like 5 to go through this time around. So we'll just see how we do. Admittedly, today's felt notably short, probably because I just spent a fair bit of it just messing around a little bit more in 2077. I gotta miss how fun that game could be. You know, given you have the right build, which is just rush in with a shotgun and turn everything into chunks. See, this is a little bit more on equal footing. At least I'd hope so. Don't like the look of that Ninjask though. So yeah, we're gonna be continuing with more Cyberpunk next week. Hopefully it's gonna be a good stream. And oh, I'm guessing you're gonna go for the whole swords dance thing, aren't you? Right. Well, I suppose I have something well and truly prepared for whatever comes up on the next turn. Except for that. Yeah, I think it would probably be best if I just get rid of that Houndoom real quick. Swap out. I don't think Sceptile's going to be able to do much here. Actually, I think Salamence is probably the best thing I have going for me in this whole fight. Whatever, we'll just go with the duo. Wait, you're not using Baton Pass? What kind of Ninjask are you? Probably just thinking back to Colosseum when going up Mount Battle, there was nothing but sword dancing, protecting Ninjasks. Teamed up with Follow Me. Also, Metagross, I'm so sorry. I suppose getting onto the poll I did a while back, I can't exactly say I'm surprised that Explorers of Sky won. Probably just gonna go through story and post-game story with that one. Probably not gonna be doing anything like recruiting all the legendaries or Destiny Tower. We'll see how I feel about it, but I feel as though just doing the story of Explorers of Sky would probably be substantial enough. We'll see. Let's see if I can get that Ninjaskin on the swap. Oh, now you're using Substitute. I was thinking, oh, are you gonna be doing the whole Baton Pass thing? Why aren't you doing the Baton Pass thing? And now he is. Goodbye. Honestly, if I were going into this whole Battle Frontier with this team, I would probably just give a Azumarill a... Oh, you have a Zangoose. Okay. Yeah, I would probably give a Azumarill a White Herb, but I feel it would be kind of a waste. Think European this game. Yeah, I just wanted to... I get your concerns, but honestly at this point I just wanted to get this done. I've had fun with this, I'll probably have enjoyed a little bit more on my off time, but I think in terms of streaming content we've come to the end. So I figured may as well just do this, because a lot of this stuff is just going to be me trying and suffering through the Battle Frontier, and I don't think anybody actually wants to see that. It's going to be real awkward when Ninjask is there just sitting there trying to Baton Pass and nothing's there. Also, bringing Slacking into this probably was a mistake, because I know how strong Protect is against Slacking. Just protect on every single turn that it can attack, and then you just do whatever you want when it's loafing off. Like now, for instance. I hate it when this happens with slacking. Guessing I'm just gonna go for Dragon Claw. That's probably just gonna be my best bet. Oh, double protect. Nice. Let's see. Can I get the triple? Can I get the triple? Okay, I can't. That's a relief. Alright, time to break your shield. Still not entirely certain as to what the substitute doll is supposed to be a reference to. I'm guessing it's supposed to be an old sprite for Rhydon. And again, I think it was a bit more obvious in the Stadium games, but it really was just a mini Rhydon plush. Looks like I'm warmed up already. You got that right. Okay, going into Phoebe, what are my options? I'll just stick with... probably just stick with Salamence again. Maybe sending God of War because of the Shadow Ball? How's the diet? Yeah. Admittedly, I've been taking a small bit of a break due to, Sister being around, and I think all things considered, the damage hasn't been too bad. I'm gonna be getting back onto it starting tomorrow proper. Let's dance with the spirits. I remember hearing that you had a fairly interesting duo at the end of your little composition here. Well, that's certainly an interesting mix-up, just bringing Wobbuffet in for maximum suffering. I think my best bet is to just leave Wobbuffet alone for the time being, because I don't think... It's like if I don't attack it, it can't do anything. Let's try Calm Mind. See? See? Just gonna spend this whole time not being able to do anything unless you try to just have me sitting here spamming Calm Mind with Encore. Not this Mirror Coat. Yeah, at this point, this is basically just a 2-on-1. Not exactly fair in the slightest, I must say. Fairly certain Misdreavus has been buffed in this Romhack to make it more in line with Miss Magius, I think. Ah, bringing out one of your 2 aces already. Yeah. Phoebe has 2 aces. Here's her first, good old Dusclops. Good old grabby hands there. It's kind of a shame, really. I do want to go for a playthrough of Pokemon with a Dusclops at some point. It's like a Pokemon I kind of feel like... Oh, you have Calm Mind as well, I see. Well then. Oh, and leftovers, wonderful. Alright, let's just, burn you down real quick. This doesn't seem fair at all. I mean, I know that Wobbuffet is supposedly there, but I think, ironically enough, Wobbuffet is just there in spirit. Oh no, Salamence. Salamence, no! With a Calm Mind... Oh, no. I'm sorry, Salamence. Metagross, please. We're in for a little bit of a tricky situation here, because, of course, God of War is probably my best bet, considering it has Ghost-type super effectiveness, but at the same time, I don't think it can't afford to take any hits. Here's hoping for an attack boost. No, I guess not. Alright, next. Well, so much for Metagross. Gonna get you out of there real quick. Never mind, I guess we're sticking in. Ooh. I don't want to use Earthquake because God of War is still on the field, and I kind of need God of War. We'll just go Meteor Mash. Just... Alright, let's see if we can tank a Shadow Ball. Yes, we can! God of War's the real hero. I mean... It probably would have been fitting as well if Rescue Team DX was the next game I was going to be doing. Considering how prevalent of the character God of War was there as well. And there's a second ace. Yes, she has a Gengar. Who just switches right into a Meteor Mash. Oh no. Oh, he actually lived. Not sure it's gonna be able to do much though. Just... Oh no! God of War, no! I'm not... No. I should have known God of War wouldn't be able to tank that. Can Wobbuffet, though, I imagine... Just. Right. Last two Pokemon. Medicham. Really missing Salamence right about now. You know what? We can have some fun with double priority. We have an attack boost on Metagross, so let's see if we can't get rid of that Wobbuffet this turn. Smarter idea. Just in case you try any Destiny Bond nonsense. Oh no! What is that damage? I mean, I guess it makes sense with pure power, but still. Going for my entire team like coffee filters. Ew. I'm not entirely certain as to whether Azumarill's faster, but we're gonna see. Come on, Metagross, you can tank this. Are you kidding me? Seriously bringing me down to my last guy right off the bat? Fine. We'll do this your way. You know what? Not taking any chances. Have a nose laser. Get out of here. Get out! I see something running recent prices Switch games. Honestly, we'll probably buy the game secondhand. What do you do? Probably just stick with the games I already have, because I have quite a few of them. I think I already said this before. I don't really feel the need to buy a lot of new games, because I have so many games to go back to, at least in theory. Like, I got a whole shelf filled with DVDs, GameCube games, Wii games, Wii U games. Unless there's something on the Switch 2 that I really want, I'll probably just pass it by. Well, so much for having enough revives. Honestly, the rest of this is probably going to be a nightmare. Probably should have just gotten some more beforehand. Huh. Seriously, everybody took a severe beating that round. Thinking of swapping it out for this next Elite Four one, because obviously it's ice. Salamence is not going to be much good here. Maybe God of... You know what? Considering I'm likely expecting to have water... Hello, Ranit. Using emulation? I suppose that is an option, but again... I don't really feel an overwhelming need is the thing. Hone my ice skills further. Let's see. I'm kinda nervous about this one, not gonna lie. I mean, I guess Metagross can pull a fib. Oh, we're doing singles now, suddenly. It's like all of a sudden the rules have changed. I should have probably swapped in some leopard berries. Medium Ash! Level 72 as well, jeez Louise. I might have known. I might have known you just go for Hail strats. And since Hail boosts defense in this Romhack, I'm just gonna stick with Psychic if that's so perfectly alright with you. Also, yeah, I have leftovers, so I also negate the Hail damage. Let's see how you handle this. Should still be a pretty strong attack, all things never mind. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna swap to Sceptile, in all honesty. I probably should have known that we'd be dealing with singles. I kind of forgot. Yeah, I was just thinking, oh, it's all gonna be doubles. It's just all gonna be doubles, but I guess not. Sceptile, can you fix? Can you fix? Please don't use Ice Beam. Okay, we're good. Unfortunately, I don't have Giga Drain, so we're pretty much on a time limit here. I'm just gonna do this, because it's funny. We do a little trolling. Metacross is the tank of... Yeah, I'd say so. Alright, time to say goodbye. With the power of crit hacks. Are you kidding me? Oh, and Blizzard. Oh, no. Well, there goes Sceptile, I guess. And I don't have anything else with priority. Ah. Slacking. Fix. Well, there at least the hail is gone. I didn't mean to click Hyper Beam. Whatever, overkill. It's fine. Next. Good old Piloswine, really missing... Oh, and more hail. Wonderful. Probably just gonna swap to a Azumarill, honestly, for this. Azumarill, because you actually have something super effective against this fella. Plus, you can tank Blizzard. Sort of. Just don't freeze. Yeah, we'll just go for a Surf. See how much damage that does. Probably less than that. And I can't use healing items either. You know what? You're probably gonna go for Earthquake again. Risky play. Let's go gambling! I called out your bluff, friend. Now it's time for me to instantly get mulched. Brick Break. Probably should have gone for Fire Blast, but we'll see. Knew I should have gone for Fire Blast. Slacking again. No more hail for you, buddy. Goodbye. Good old Glalie. What's Glalie gonna do? Probably just gonna sit there spamming Blizzard. Have a nose laser. One for you, and one for you, and one for you. Just slacking, just handing out TM15s like, Gires. Oh, and Jinx as well, what are you gonna do? Calm Mind? Okay. Probably just gonna be going for some special sweeping stuff. Let's see how you deal with a nose laser. Gires. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, and cast form as well. I don't think you can actually do anything. Never mind, it has hail. How many nose lasers do I have left? Okay, I have 4. Here's to hoping that Walrein doesn't still have Sheer Cold, because I'm sure she still has her Walrein. Look at that, even in hail! Even with the defense boost from hail, cast form still goes down. Yeah, there's Walrein. Big beefy boy bulked up by big balls of ice. Let's just hope that you don't get the freeze off. Counting on you, slacking. Okay. Let's do it. Can we go 3 for 3, 4 for 4? Can we get in with the slacking sweep? We cannot. Well, it was worth a shot. Don't want to... let's go Metagross. Because I'm fairly certain you can at least tank the blizzards, and hopefully, it doesn't have Sheer Cold. I think that's the only thing that can really threaten Metagross at this point. We'll see. Let's go fishing. Oh, we're going this route, are we? Hail stopped? Good. Good, good, good. No Chesto Berry, that's a surprise. Let's see if all that blubber can tank this! That's what I thought! That fire in you burns even hotter now. Yes, the fire of a 20 megaton explosion. And already I'm all out of revives. In which case we're probably just gonna have to play very, very carefully against the good old Drake next. Drake und Josh. I think this might actually be Azumarill's time to shine, and I'm out. I'm running very, very low on healing items. That's not a good sign. Oh, I have a couple of max revives, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, get you up to speed, Azumarill. Get you up to speed, Slacking. I'm gonna put Azumarill out in front, see what happens. I think this might also be a good time to save. Save up. We'll need every ounce of strength. You got that right. Knew I should have gotten some more healing items. We need Metroid in the... Well, I mean, I haven't actually played that much Metroid. I think I played a little bit of Prime and Dread. I think that's about it. Once more, you be standing before me, last of the Elite Four. Wallace awaits seeking the title, but first you must conquer me. What is strength to you? Only with true resolve can ye prevail. Yep. I guess this is their way of working around the fact that Wallace was originally Champion Emerald. They just have him as the post-game boss. Oh, hey, Feraligatr. So much for my lead strategy, huh? Shoot. Kinda nervous to swap anything into this guy. Slacking, you're my safest bet. What are you gonna do? Okay, just a quake. Not the end of the world. Nose laser. You had to get one more in too, you cheeky little gator. You cheeky little walking handbag. Here's to when I eventually play Crystal Legacy. Never mind. It's a beamy, it's a... You know what, this would probably actually be a good in for Sceptile. I could just get him with the fake out. Plus, I can tank earthquakes. Sort of. It is about as much damage to me as it did to Slacking. In terms of percentages. Next. Next. What are you gonna throw at me next? Oh, good old Dragonite. May as well go down swinging. Okay, that's a two... Oh, Dynamic Punch? What is that accuracy, man? Okay, Salamence. You're gonna have to play hit and run with you, buddy. You're probably gonna be my ace throughout most of this fight. There you go. Probably gonna bring in someone to counter that. Huh. Well, this is a little bit awkward. What are you going to do to me? I'm nervous. Slacking. No. No. No, 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 no. Metagross. I don't think Sceptile can do much to you, Metagross. Well, that's about what I'd expect from you. Just throwing out Dragon Claws. I'm kinda nervous. Is this gonna be a Subseed? Well, it has Thunder Punch, so... You cheeky little... You cheeky little so-and-so, you kidding me with paralysis after all this time. That's... I will admit, considering Metagross is already kind of slow, that's more so annoying than anything. Here, have a Psychic. Oh. It's Masuda's favorite. And already it just swaps into the Psychic. Okay. Okay, I think I see how this is gonna go. Zoomeril. You can handle Masuda's favorites. Hopefully this one, unlike Noscore's back in the day, will actually go proudly. It's been a long time. I streamed Grand Coliseum back in the day, and the second to last boss had a Charizard, and he just kept putting healing items into it, desperate to keep it alive. And I was just sitting there, hitting it with attack after attack, just thinking, go! Go proudly! This one actually did, which is kind of a surprise. Okay. Sceptile again. Back into Metagross. I took away your best... I took away your best Metagross counter with Sceptile. What are you gonna do now? What you gonna do? When these four pistons filled with sheer stainless steel run wild on you, brother. Okay, you can do that probably. I'm gonna guess you're a Patea boy. About to say see you later, boy. Yep. Yeah, kind of missing Sceptile at the moment. What do you mean you can do that twice in a row? Let's try that again, shall we? Surely Metagross can tank that. Yes, I can. Goodbye. Okay. There's his ace again, and Metagross is in no condition to fight this fella. So, awkward. I would normally send a Azumarill out into this, but Azumarill is not exactly in any good condition. In fact, no one's in any good condition, so, going down swinging. Never mind, that's a fresh... It's fine, it's fine, it's a fresh switch. Level 75, though, ugh. I don't think I have anything good at this point. Best bet I have is just my Salamence versus his Salamence. Battle of the Dragons. This is what you wanted, right? Please don't flinch. Okay, hopefully that does something. Anything. Yes! I didn't think that would actually work. Okay, the last one. Good old Kingdra. Okay, I'm faster. I was kinda nervous, thinking, am I gonna be able to outspeed and one-shot this thing? The answer's no. Double Edge? Why aren't you using Ice Beam, my boy? Alright, Slacking can probably just, Slacking, you're on cleanup duty. That didn't go as bad as I was thinking it would. You have my respect, champion. A true champion must face every test. Go now. Wallace awaits you. Only one can hold the title. Well, we'll see how we do against Wallace. I've heard that he's been souped up to the nines with just the most egregious stuff imaginable. God of War is obviously going to be a good choice here. Probably Metagross? I'm not sure whether or not Salamence is going to be good here. Well, it probably doesn't matter. I don't have any more revives. Well, guess this is it. Didn't actually need that many curatives this time around, just revives. Alright. This probably isn't gonna end well. You're probably not actually expected to go in with Pokemon at my level, aren't you? Ah well. We'll just see how we do. In we go. Past all the spotlights. Really gotta appreciate all the stuff that goes into this place. Like, who is funding all of this, I have to ask. Hello, Wallace. Welcome, Stent. Our paths cross again, but this time I am the challenger. I watched as you brought peace to Sootopolis City, a remarkable feat. Achieved with your Pokemon by your side. We trainers raise Pokemon by giving them items and teaching them new techniques for battle. But we ourselves also learn many things from Pokemon. You've shown the strength of the true champion, Stan, but now your achievements must be put to the ultimate test. Now, who can most elegantly dance with their Pokemon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now. I see something in more of the PC Well, I'm playing this on a PC. It's kind of funny, actually. The first laptop I had was just this dinky, out-of-date, tiny little thing, and I tried using it to play Sonic Roboblast 2, and I couldn't get it to work, so I kind of broke the screen. I mean, obviously, family was livid about it, but even to this day, I just remember the frustration of trying to get it to work. Alright, here's hoping... Level 77, though. Fight of my life by the looks... Hey! Finally! Accuracy hacks working out in my favor. Here's hoping for the crit boost. Okay, never mind. Next! I think Metagross would probably be the best person in here. You broke the... Yeah, I broke the screen. Out of frustration. Okay, Rain Dance. That could prove a problem. I could probably just use Earth. Never mind. Never mind. Rain boosted Hydro Pump. That's gonna hurt. Oh, I lived. Yeah. Ah, so close. You know what? This could be a Oh, you're a Solok boy. Well, so much for trying to outrun you. Here's an idea. Here's a silly, silly little idea. I'm pretty sure a Azumarill can tank a Hydro Pump. What do you mean? What do you mean, game? Oh, this is super awkward. I really want to get Gardevoir in on this, but I don't think I can. You know what? Slacking. Oh. You're doing this, are you? Okay, okay. I mean, I guess it is technically Gyarados' best stab move outside of Hidden Flower Flying. Hidden Flower Flying. Probably could have just thrown Metagross in there and exploded, but I guess we're doing this. Oh no, oh no. I'm sorry, Azumarill. So Gyarados is apparently faster than Slacking. Screw it. Oh. Rain stopped at the very least. Maybe this is a good sign. You're not gonna bounce again, are you? Please tell me I'm not gonna be outdone by this guy and his bounce hacks. Oh, and now I outspeed Gyarados. You know what? That was a disaster. I'm gonna try again. I know this probably wasn't the most fair thing, but... I want to make sure I beat this guy. This guy is unfluff unbelievable. I know this guy was gonna be tough, but, well, we'll see. Here's hoping that I can tank a Blizzard from him. Because he is gonna use Blizzard, isn't he? Well, you know, maybe I could get a crit. Who knows? I might get lucky. Ooh, there we go. Still no crit boost. Okay. So next you send in the Tentacruel. You're probably gonna you can probably get a clean switch in with Rain, so let's try this. Toxic? What is this sorcery? What is this magic? Calm Mind? You can tank a Hydro Pump. Yes, you can, Gardevoir. That's what I like to see. Shame I can't use a full restore. Let's just Thunderbolt. Come on, Gardevoir. You can tank another one. End this man! May have been kind of a waste throwing away Gardevoir like this. Oh, come on! Come off it! Well, at the very least I can... At the very least I can probably just quickly dispatch this one with another Fake Out. Don't blink! Why did Sceptile never get these moves? They're incredible. This is gonna be awkward. I'm not entirely certain as to whether this guy has Ice Beam. Okay, going for rain shenanigans. Probably either has rain. Let's see, do you have Swift Swim or Rain Dance? You have Swift Swim. Knew it. Come on, Sceptile, you can tank that. Yes, you can. Now here's the question. Can I knock this man out with extreme speed? Question of the day. Place your bets. Can't catch what you can't see. Yes! There's the Gyarados. You know what? Gonna go out on my own terms. Let's see if I get that crit. Let's go gambling! Oh no. No! Well, at least he's down to half. Alright, slacking. Slacking. You can handle Gyarados. I believe in you, buddy. Strength. That should be enough to put down a Gyarados, right? Yes! Okay. Not doing too bad. Oh, the one Pokemon that would have really benefited from me having a Sceptile. Icy Wind. Okay. Alright, I'll bite Whiscash. How is that gonna save you? I'm still faster than you and I can swap out. What is your deal? Oh, now you use Yawn. All the more reason for me to switch out then. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Azumarill. Azumarill, you can probably handle this from here. Yeah, tank that. Superpower. You can take everything this poor guy throws at you, can't you, Azumarill? Yes. Survive like a champ. Yeah, he's going to be champion. Again. Okay, down to his last. Just thinking. Yeah, there's Milotic. You just know this guy's gonna be trouble, so I'm gonna bring out trouble instead. I'm gonna show him trouble. Light screen, I'm not gonna be using special attacks, Sunshine. Get a load of this. And the worst thing is I'm pretty... Oh, no. Worst thing is I'm pretty certain that slacking is going to be faster than it. Have another superpower. I can at least do some good chip to you before I go. There, you see? Half your health's gone already. I'm gonna go down swinging. Just anything I can do to play for time. Just as long as he doesn't dive again, we're good. Shut up on my FYP. Well, glad I did. Glad I'm finally starting to get a little bit of recognition around here. Oh, I can actually hit him. I forgot. Surf can actually hit under, dive. It's like Earthquake and Dig. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me we're doing this. Oh wait. Wait. We might actually be able to do this. We might be in with a chance. We can do this. We can do it. Nose laser! Oh. I, the champion, the challenger, fall in defeat. That was wonderful work. Kudos to you. I win! My win! The Pokemon you sent into battle. At times they danced like a spring breeze, and at times they struck like lightning. It was with light, yet sure-fitted elegance that you led your Pokemon. Even I felt bedazzled by your masterful performance. You remain at the glorious peak of the Pokemon League stand. Congratulations, Hoenn's champion. Oh, hey, Brendan. Send. Wow, you did it. No advice this time, just congrats. Taking on Wallace and winning, that's amazing. Hey, Jack Black. Well, Brendan, looks like I was right about Stent. I had no doubt you could just still defend your title, and here you are, still champion. It's amazing to see how far you've come. You totally had talent, but this... Stent, you truly made hit. I haven't. Taking them onto a while. Ah, yes, your Pokédex. Mind if I take a look at it? I'm eager to see how progress you made. So you've seen 201 and caught 154. Don't miss opportunities like those. Anyways, congratulations once more. Now probably go again into the final room. Stent, you proved yourself once again. Let's not waste any time, champion. Follow me. It's time we head to the Hall of Fame and record this latest triumph. Is Brendan gonna follow us? Hey, wait a second, Wallace. You're not the champion. You shouldn't be going in. Ah, Brendan, you see, I was champion long time ago, trading the title back and forth with Steven in a friendly rivalry. We held the title many times, we constantly push each other to improve. But today belongs to... I suppose it's fitting, with Wallace and Steven both specializing in land and sea Pokemon respectively. It's like the main theme of the game with Team Aqua Magma. Groudon and Kyogre. Come, champion, let us mark this moment in the Hall of Fame. Prepare the wine. Yep, here we are again, and probably the last time I'm gonna be here. Suppose it's fitting that we end... Probably should have saved this for the ending in all honesty, but no matter, here we are. Saving. Now comes the real challenge. In my case, doing the Elite Four again was just the starter to this cavalcade of potential pain and misery we're about to sit through. Because there's still a bunch of legendaries out there we can catch. Namely the ones from Vanilla Emerald, and there's still another fight we haven't done yet. I don't think we're going to be needing any more healing items, though. At least here's hoping. League champion, congratulations! Can we skip this, actually? Either try randomize one time and stream it. We'll see, we'll see. Not sure if it'll be me doing randomized Emerald, though. I kinda want to do something a little different. Nuzlocke. I already tried a Nuzlocke of Sapphire, it didn't go well. Anyways. Let's head to the Weather Institute next, because, still have some unfinished business relating to good old Groudon. You could skip that, is mucho time. Do I have a not yet, not yet. I figured it was gonna be a little bit of a subscriber goal. Open up a server as soon as we get to about 100. Sorry, 1,000. 1,000 seem reasonable. And I think that'll do for now. Why? Just sort of incentivize people subscribing, and it gives me time to actually set things up the way I want them. I feel I'm nearly there at the very least. When the server opens, I want it to be good. I want it to be good. I want it to be of sufficient quality for you to step into the server and it's like, wow, this actually is laid out in a decent way. Okay. Heavy rainfall recorded over Route 125. I guess we're going Kyogre first. It's in Detroit. No. That's gonna be next Saturday. Okay, Route 125, right off of Shoal Cave. I think that's actually where I remember picking up Kyogre the first time I encountered an Emerald. Suppose being close to Shoal Cave really does bring back memories, huh? Okay, repels up. Gonna be smart about this. Let's see, repels. Good to go. Route 125. Now we just gotta find a diving spot, I think. From what I remember, at least. Shouldn't be too difficult to track down. There's a diving spot around here where there shouldn't be. What do you mean I haven't fought this guy before? I thought I cleared out all the trainers here. Shannon! Yeah, I don't think we're going to be needing too many leaf blades. Actually... Nah, we'll probably have to wait. Because I think there is a little bit of detail to the Groudon and Kyogre fight that we've yet to come across. We'll see it when we get there. Okay, where's this diving spot? It should be around here somewhere. Shouldn't be too hard to find. There it is. You know, I've also sort of been thinking of some other Pokemon games I might like to stream. And initially I was thinking about streaming Pokemon Channel, but I'm not sure I'd be able to do it with the copyright, for obvious reasons. Because of course, it has anime footage, and you know Nintendo doesn't want videos of the anime. Here we are, good old Maddie Cave. With the Petalburg Woods movie designing. Wanna go to Detroit? I mean, at the very least I've heard it has a better reputation from what I heard when I was growing up in the aftermath of Motown. With all the murders and such. Nowadays, as far as I'm aware, it's more about allotments. At least that's the last time I checked. Could be wrong. Though I suppose, in a weird way, Los Angeles is going to become the new Detroit in that sense, with its main industry just straight up vanishing overnight, just like what happened with Motown. I would say it's kind of sad, but I don't think there's a better place better deserving of it than Los Angeles / California. Okay, just gonna save here, because I don't want to risk saving and falling against Kyogre. Think I'm ready to do Pokemon content in this channel for now. We'll see. Oh, hey, Archie. So, you be here for Kyogre? Ye be not understanding. This be my burden to bear. I be the one who woke it. Only I be the one who can keep it under control. I not be letting you stand in my way. But if ye think ye can handle this, then you should be proving it to me in battle, arr. Yup, we get an Archie rematch. Suppose it makes sense. I was wondering when these guys ran off to. Oh, starting off with Tentacruel. I mean, at the very least you're lower level, so I guess not so much something I have to worry about anymore compared to beating Wallace. You want to ask me something? Then you don't have to keep asking me if you can ask something. Just ask it. Please. I'm not afraid of your rain anymore. You can rain as much as you like. Have a quake. I can do shorts for you. I mean, I'd certainly appreciate it. Yep, wacky trumpets. You've arrived just in time for the Archie rematch. There's a post-game Archie rematch for the sort of warm-up for fighting off against Kyogre. The clip's really funny, like Pokeballs. Well, that's just the way it goes when fighting legendary Pokemon. You just have to pack a lot of Pokeballs. I know this from experience from playing these games. You know what? Azumarill. You can handle this guy, can't you, Zoomerl? He's a dark type. You can tank all his water moves. See, you can handle this guy no problem. Superpower. I think with this, I don't think we really need dive on a Zoomerl anymore, though. I mean, I say that. But I think there is a reward for getting all the hidden heart scales around the undersea areas. That's being Squirtle. I don't think we're going to be doing it on this stream series. Just figure it's high time we move on to something else. Oh, and of course you have Mook. Of course you have the funny word that you shouldn't spell backwards. Let's go back into Metagross. He's not afraid of any of your poison shenanigans. Oh, if only I had Body Slam, you'd be toast. Gotta be going for minimized shenanigans, are we, Archie? I thought you were I thought you were a more respectable man than this. I thought you were above the Villicify tactics. What, are you gonna say you have stockpile on that thing as well? Thought not. Probably should have led with that. Doofus. I'm not sure I want to switch Sceptile into that. I mean, it's not as scary as Wallace's, surely, but... Psychic. I'm pretty sure this can at least do good chip damage. More than good, actually. Yeah, as you can probably tell, Archie's really big into his rain tactics, because, of course, it's the best thing you can really do with a Model Water team, and, funny thematics with Kyogre. Unfortunately, it's not gonna save you. It's kind of weird. I was thinking that with the Pokemon streams, I'd be wanting the commentary, but I guess not. I guess it just depends on how engaging the battles are, and let me tell you, these ones have certainly been engaging. You prick! You're gonna pay for that. Seriously, you're gonna have to go to the Pokemon and get me a Paralyze Heal, like now. 10 seconds. Head start. Start running. Alright, fine, you're just gonna be like that, are you? Fine. Fine. And not entirely... That's the thing, I kind of want to keep most of my team alive just in case I struggle with Kyogre. I mean, I say that, but Metagross isn't really going to be doing much here, it looks like. Can I get away with swapping into Gardevoir? Because Gardevoir has Thunderbolt. We'll see. Come on, Gardevoir, you can tank an Earthquake. I built you to be bulky. See what I mean? Have a Thunderbolt. Yeah, in terms of EV spreads, I set up Gardevoir to be a bit more on the bulky side because, of course, Calm Nature. Figured, you know, Calm Mind, may as well go for Tanky Sweeper. And, well, isn't this awkward for you, Archie? Your last Pokemon at a significant type disadvantage. I'll give you one. I'll give you a free hit. My back's turned. Shame. Still, that was fun. I not be believing it. That this not be over yet. Kyogre will rise and you be seeing the truth. Yarr. So it's be coming to this. I be making my mistakes. But I not be turning back now. Kyogre's anger still be my responsibility. But if ye be going to try, I won't be stopping you. Just don't be thinking it'll be easy. Oh, you go right into the Kyogre fight afterwards. Well, this is gonna be interesting. And we even get a nice little unique intro for him with the water. At least I think that's unique. And I think this is actually the first time we're hearing the infamous legendary theme, which obviously I have a lot of fond memories of this one. Here's hoping that I don't screw up in making Kyogre fit. I think you can come back and find him again if you mess up. I'm not going to be taking that chance, though. Also, can't exactly remember if this guide comes with rest. I just know that his catch rate is still probably going to be insane. Oh, and it has double edge. Right, and here I was thinking, oh, this guy's not going to be as hard to catch as Beldum was. I mean, at least with Beldum had great balls. I suppose it does pay to be a high level. Right. You know what? We'll start with the netballs. Probably should have brought a few more of these. These are probably my best bet against Kyogre, after all. In theory. That's a lot of damage. I mean, it's a... what do you expect? It's rain boosted. Who is better, Squirtle or Pikachu? Honestly, I kind of want to say Squirtle. It's kind of weird. It feels as though, in terms of all the Kanto starters, Squirtle is sort of the one I've paid the least attention to, weirdly enough. Which is kind of a shame, because, ironically enough, Squirtle is the best of the original Kanto starters, at least within the context of, Gen 1. Because, of course, you know, it has everything you need when you want it. It has Surf, it has Dig, for when you're going against Surge, and it's Thunder Badge. This feels as though it has everything you'd want from a good Pokemon. Whereas Bulbasaur and Charmander just tend to struggle at points. Especially when it comes to Charmander, infamously. Here's hoping this thing has rest. I have a bias to Pikachu. Yeah, I know you have a bias to Pikachu. I know that, at least. Honestly, in terms of starters, weirdly enough, I still have a fair bit of fondness towards Torchic. Even though I'm pretty sure I said at the end of my Scarby, I really should have picked Swampert. Because Swampert is just good. It's like the best Pokemon in this game. It's kind of weird, actually, just knowing for a fact that one of the starters is not only just good straight up in, for gameplay full stop, but is also super good when it comes to the competitive scene. Because Swampert is like one of the top 5 best Pokemon in all of Gen 3 competitive, at least when it comes to, overuse, not counting any legendaries, because otherwise that would just go to Latios, because Soldew and Calm Mind just nukes the entire game. Oh! Well, that's interesting, it doesn't have rest. So, move-wise, it has Double Edge, Hydro Pump, Sheer Cold, and Water Spout. This makes things a little bit more interesting, I suppose. And if I mess up, at least it incentivizes me not to immediately go in with high damage, because it'll probably just wear itself down fast enough with Double Edge anyways. Quite the shake-up from Vanilla Emerald, I'll admit, because I just remember wholeheartedly in Vanilla Emerald, Gordon and Kyogre just constantly spamming rest. It was a nightmare just trying to get them in a good HP threshold before they just used rest again. At least here I suppose I don't have to worry too much about that. But on the downside, my only rester is gone, so we're on a timer here. Can I catch Kyogre before it knocks itself out with Double Edge? And if I fail, we're gonna have to fight Archie again. Oh. Charmander is more nostalgic, as far as VOG3 are concerned, Charmander preference. Honestly, for the longest time, I had the most preference for the Bulbasaur, but I think I'm starting to see the light. I think I'm starting to just get more and more on the Squirtle train. But I think there's more just sort of to do with the fact that Water type is just straight up an amazing type, and always has been and probably always will be. It's like, it's got great defenses, and every single, like, water type gets Ice Beam for free, basically. It's like, why wouldn't you pick a water-typed Pokemon? It's like, they've all historically been pretty good. It's like, you got Squirtle, who's the best in Gen 1. You got Feraligatr, who's arguably the best in Gen 2, though I think Typhlosion might give it a run for its money. And I say that, but it comes with Surf as well, so there's pretty much no reason not to. Then, of course, you got Swampert. Then, I think Gen 4 is the only real game where Water type isn't inherently the best one, because, of course, Infernape exists. Gen 5, then you go back to Samurott, and Samurott's also the best of the bad bunch, arguably, though I think, from what I've heard, Emboar is actually surprisingly good. Then Gen 6, obviously, you have Greninja. Gen 6, not Gen 6 is Greninja, Gen 7, you have, I think Primarine was the best one, not counting, Intimidates, because otherwise, just the sheer over-centralization of Incineroar is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. There is no such thing as power creep in Pokemon. I just realized that this is... that we're dealing with Drizzle before it got nerfed, so... all its water-type attacks are just super buffed. And here I am thinking that we might actually, we might actually wipe before Kyogre knocks itself out, though, here I was thinking at the very least I had sound logic ringing in Metagross, because it would at the very least do small damage. Teeny tiny damage with Double Edge. Gen 8... I don't think I know anyone who actually likes Inteleon. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there, it's just... Cinderace. Like it or loathe it, just... Cinderace is just super good in Sword and Shield as far as I'm aware, and then, Scarvi, Skeledirge. Generally speaking, it just sort of feels as though the grass types have historically gotten the short end of the stick for the longest time. Like, Bulbasaur was like their best shout in that regard, but at the same time, Executor existed in Gen 1. And then in Gen 2, there's Meganium, who has historically always been terrible. And there's Sceptile in this, which, was still the weakest of the three. Then Gen 4, Torterra, I just couldn't help but laugh at when I first saw it, just seeing this ridiculous thing with a tree growing out of its back. Gen 5, I did kind of like the Snivy line, but I think even there it's kind of overwhelming. Then, of course, you got Chestnut. Nobody uses Chestnut. Decidueye mostly got away with having the cool factor that Sceptile had as well. Rillaboom. I think at the very least Rillaboom was the best competitively. I think, considering it has gets Grassy Surge. Because, of course, there's no such thing as power creep in Pokemon. And then there's Meowscarada, who just gets free crits on everything. You know, the classic fan favorite, the Furry. I think we may need to reset. It's ironic, really. I kind of knew it was going to end like this. And, just as a forewarning, this is probably going to be the longest of the Emerald Legacy streams, because, of course, we still got Gordon, we still got Rayquaza, we still got a fair bit of stuff to get through. Wow, Kyogre actually survived that. I'm kind of thinking, actually, maybe Grudge would actually be a decent shout here. Assuming you can predict it right. But it kind of sucks as well that Double Edge is just Kyogre's best, the move with the most PP. You actually can, Kyogre. I thought no one else could. So it's coming to this. I wanted to save lives, to bring water where it was needed and let deserts bloom. Maybe I've been too driven by my emotions, too quick to summon the tides without seeing the ripples they cause. Maybe Maxie had a point. Charging ahead without understanding the delicate balance of things was foolish. It ain't to be about flooding lands or drying seas, but about letting nature find its balance. A single drop can create ripples, and maybe that's where the real change begins. Small acts might matter more than grand gestures. I cannot be abandoning my dream, but perhaps there's a better way to achieve it. One that respects the world we belong to. I just want to check something, actually, in case we actually do have to go for that again. Because I think you can challenge Kyogre again. You just have to beat the Elite Four again. Let me check. Just have to hit up the dock real quick. Because if I can just come back and fight Kyogre at any time, then I'll probably just move on to fighting Groudon. To be perfectly honest, we're on a bit of a timetable here. Just give me one moment. Spent one day in Limsa. No other game you want to play Plants vs. Zombies. I've never actually played Plants vs. Zombies. I know it's fairly popular, but I just never really got into it. At least I'm hoping you can challenge Kyogre again, otherwise we're kind of in a bit of a... We're kind of hosed. Actually, let me just check Cerebi. I think it might be the case that you can fight these guys again. If it comes down to it, I just want to be 100% certain before I do anything. POKéMON Emeraldo. I could have sworn there was something in here that... You know what? Let's just go fight Groudon. Worst case scenario, I just don't save. And then we don't have to worry. Unfortunately, I don't think Nest Ball is going to be working on Groudon this time around, because I know that some... I mean, I'm going to try the Nest Ball at the very least when it comes to fighting Groudon, because... Of course I am. Ah, well. As the downpour seems to have stopped, let's head back to Furry and see what the deal is. Looking for a fight? Depends what kind of fight we're getting into. Yep, restored to full health. Again, at least here's to hoping that I can fight Kyogre again. Would be a damn shame if I couldn't. Because that happened to me the first time I played through Sapphire. I got to Cave of Origin, tried fighting Kyogre, fainted it, and then missed on the chance of actually trying to catch it, so I just went through the whole game not having a Kyogre. Drought on 116. Let's see, 116, that would be... Huh. Rust Turf Tunnel. Not where I was expecting, but alright, game. Alright, I'll bite. We'll see who rusts first. And yep, definitely, bright sunlight. Kind of surprised that, no one here is just complaining about their skin suddenly melting, but... Oh, hey, Growlithe. Yeah, we have... Again, lots more Pokemon have been introduced to the wilds now, so... Do I have an... No, oh, I don't have a Nest Ball. Alright. I'll probably just use one of these on you, see if it catches, and then just move on. Never mind, you had your chance, Growlithe. Got places to be. I'm sure I'll get another chance to catch you at some other point. Suppose it makes sense for Growlithe to be here with all the sun. Again, it's sort of like how things have been around here with the weather. Where everybody's just complaining like, oh, it's too hot, my skin is melting. Whereas everywhere it's all bright and shiny, people just thinking over here that it's just straight up Crisis City. Alright, Terra Cave. Filled with magma, I wonder who else is gonna be here. Hello, Maxie.
After all this, you dare approach Groudon? It is my responsibility, not yours. I was the one who unleashed its power, and only I can stop it. If you believe otherwise, then show me your strength. Show me your power. Show me your motivation.
I don't know why I decided to have Maxie sound like Virgil, or at least what I presumed to be. Oh, starting off with Arcanine, nice. Should have seen this coming from a mile away. Let's... You know what? Salamence. It's the slicked back hair, I bet. Yeah, I suppose I would check out. And of course he's using Sun Strats, because of course he is. And let's just go for a Dragon Claw. Just go for nice, sort of strong neutral damage, I'm thinking. Please don't paralyze. Okay, good. No paralysis. Everything's cool. Okay, what have you got for me next? I'm guessing we have a Shiftry in the back. Steelix? Oh boy. Fire Blast? I mean, it's Sun boosted, so it should probably do some good damage. I know what it is. It kind of feels as though Steelix is kind of an underrated boy. I always liked Steelix as a kid. Until Pokemon Ranger, obviously, where it just was the most obnoxious boss fight in that game. Yeah, we'll just cleaving right on through. Of course you got camera upped. As you race... Oh, and of course you have Flame Body. Salamence! I'm sorry. Probably, should keep you out of the line of fire until we get to Gordon, shouldn't I? That would make sense. You know, at least get one Intimidate off. Let's see how you handle this big guy. I know that it's weakened by Sun, but should still be enough. Here's the question though, does he have a Macargo? Because that would make sense. Alright, next. There's Shiftry. Sun boosted, no doubt. Oh, blah, blah. Sceptile? I'm gonna bet on Sceptile. Probably a bad move. But we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, Fake Out. That's surprisingly good damage. Okay, Dragon Claw. Probably won't do much, but it's something. And weirdly enough, I'm somehow faster than this guy, even though I'm... Oh wait, Sun's already gone, never mind. Sun's gotten real low. That's what I like to see. Yeah, not dealing with that. Slacking, you have Earthquake. Again, with more sun boosted antics. What else have you got in the back that can benefit from sun, I wonder? Here, have a Quake. I do at the very least appreciate just how snappy the battles in this team. I think it's just something to do with the Romhack just speeding up the flow. Oh, Wheezing. Alright, what's your deal, Wheezing? Are you gonna try and explode? I know you have Levitate. Oh, Fire Blast. I keep forgetting that Wheezing can learn Fire Blast, and is surprisingly good at it. Oh, yeah, that's just the sun. Here, have a Nose Laser. Probably should have saved up some, good old HP on slacking, though, just to be safe.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
Groudon is in your hands. I never thought I'd see this day. It's my duty to control its power, but if you think you can handle it, then so be it. I'll be here, watching.
Alright, let's do this, Groudon. Here's hoping you don't have Double Edge as well. And then again, you have Eruption and Fire Blast. So, let's see, you probably have Fire Blast, you probably have Fissure. You probably have Eruption and Earthquake, I'm guessing. Obviously, I'm probably not going to be doing much against you, so we'll just see how it goes. Are you going to be playing nice, Groudon? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. I kind of feel bad that I never actually... Oh, you do have Eruption. Shoot. I do kind of feel bad that I never actually got Ruby. That was my sister, because I really do like Groudon's design. I mean, that, and aside from Latios and Latios, Groudon's like the best Pokemon in the game. A reputation that it sought to uphold going into Oras, where it became the most broken Pokemon ever. Because, oh boy, Primal Groudon. Primal Groudon. Yeah, there's Fire Blast, there's Eruption. Guessing you also have Fissure. You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, I didn't realize all my party gets fully healed afterwards. How very nice of you, game. You're so kind. Yeah, have an Intimidate. You know what? I think just swapping in between with the Azumarill is probably just going to be the best bet. Because it can tank all your fire moves. So let's see. Fire Blast, Eruption, Burn. What are movies like in the Saga Pokemon? I mean, I have most of them on DVDs. Just frustratingly, I could never get movies 8 and 9 on DVD. I was like waiting for the longest time and it just never happened. Which is a shame, really, because... Oh yeah, there's Fissure. It's a shame, really, because I really, really remember enjoying Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. And then there was, Ranger in the Temple of the Sea, the weird body swap one, which, it was certainly interesting to say. Oh, Solar Beam. Okay. I think staying with the Silence might actually be the best option, to be perfectly honest, because, of course, it can't be hit by Fissure. Eruption and Fire Blast do hardly any damage, and neither does Solar Beam. It's like, in terms of moves, Groudon is much easier to work with than Kyogre, weirdly enough, mostly just because it lacks Double Edge. So in terms of the movies, I have all of them up to, aside from movies 8 and 9, I have all of them up to, movie 21, Power of Us. It's kind of weird that I never actually got, the one with, Zarudo, I think is his name, the one with the Gen 8 legendary. I can't remember the last time we actually got a Pokemon movie, though. I think that might have been the last one, aside from, of course, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which I still don't get why they decided to make that movie. It's just, what was wrong with just watching the first movie? Put it back in theaters. Like, I'm sure if Pokemon really has some sort of strong sort of brand image, I'm sure a lot of people would love to see the first movie come back in theaters. I mean, I'd certainly be down for it. And then again, I kind of forgot to go see Revenge of the Sith, was it last week? I lose track of these things. Yeah, kind of surprised that Gordon is, weirdly enough, the most compliant of the bunch so far. Mostly, I guess, just because of the lack of Double Edge, but I'm guessing that... Need to see some movies again? Yeah, me too. Like, obviously I got to go see some of the original anime again before I pick up Yellow Legacy. You know, just for immersion purposes. I'm kind of surprised I didn't do that more, actually. Just make versions of Pokemon games to tie in with the anime. I mean, I guess they did that occasionally. I think the first thing that comes to mind is the Shiny Beldum event in Oras, where it references the events of the Mega Evolution special, or at the very least mentions Alon in a single throwaway line, with Steven just wondering, where did that guy with the black Charizard go? Even though that's kind of not distinct at all because Shiny Charizard exists, so it could just be a normal Mega Charizard X, or a Shiny Charizard, or a Shiny Charizard Y, or Shiny Gigantamax Charizard. I'm guessing that didn't exist yet, so Starting to think maybe Paralysis probably was the better shot, in all honesty. Ah well. Next. Thinking maybe for future reference, maybe packing Body Slap. Never forget the GS Ball and the mystery surrounding that thing. I think the GS Ball actually is available in Crystal Legacy. I know it's available in the 3DS re-release of Crystal on... I think as far as I'm aware in the anime, the GS Ball was originally, like, supposed to relate to Celebi in some way, or at the very least, maybe it contained a Celebi, something to that effect. And then, of course, Movie Forever happened, and they just decided to just drop that entire plot point by giving the GS Ball to Kurt where Pokeballs go to die. Oh yes, I too remember that video from, like, yonks ago. At least that's what I remember, at the very least. Might be a little bit different. I just remember the GS Ball in the anime trying to relate to Celebi at some point, and then Voice of the Forest happened, which is like the most direct-to-video movie of the bunch. It's like, at the very least, stuff like the first movie, 2000, especially 2000, and I think to an extent, movie 3, it felt as though those two still had a bit of a zeitgeist around them. It really feels as though as soon as you got to movie 4, was really starting to get into more sort of straight to VHS territory. They tried a few times in the anime, meshed with the movies, namely the first one with Mewtwo. Yeah, it's kind of a shame they didn't do that more often. I think that was like, aside from, unless I'm mistaken, like the only time they did that. Like, one of those things that really sort of made the first movie really feel like an event with all this build-up. And then I guess there was all the zeitgeist with movie 2000 as well, with all its pop songs. Well, this sort of reminds me of some stuff that I heard about original plans for the Pokemon movies, I think 3 and 4. Like, I think one of them was supposed to have, like, real dinosaur bones in them, and just sort of the reveal that the Pokemon world is the same as the human world and dinosaurs existed. Which I think was the same, which I think at the very least was implied with the earlier games, with stuff like fossils and Indian elephants and that sort of thing. I do remember at the very least there was a potential movie plot about a Pokemon rebellion, where all the Pokemon just decide to rise up against the trainers, with the main sort of leader of this rebellion being Ash's Pikachu. And then I think I think that was intended to be potentially the last movie, question mark, where Ash and Pikachu, I think, go their separate ways afterwards, or something to that effect. I don't remember. I just remember that, the main writer behind the parts of the original anime and the first 3 movies was literally on drugs. I don't say that lightly. That literally happened. I think it might have been, caffeine. Something to that effect. It was... Hearing about that guy, it was just kind of harrowing to watch. Let me just see if I can actually look up a little bit of it. See if I can actually get some information on it. Whilst we're sitting here waiting for Gordon to get in the ball.
Oh.
I think it was the writer, or it might have been the director. Hold up. Sounds like the very sad experience. I mean, if the first movie was any indication, then yes, definitely. Yep, just gonna sit here waiting for you to get in the ball, Gordon. Yeah, I think it was also the guy who pretty much created Lugia for the anime. I don't think it was initially planned for Lugia to show up in the games, and then he just showed up anyway in Gold and Silver. Okay, Takashi Shudo. Oh, he worked on Minky Momo. I suppose that explains a few things. Okay, so he wrote Mewtwo Returns as well. Into one of the episodes of the anime where Ash contemplates leaving Pikachu in a... Ah yes, Pikachu's Goodbye, one of the more infamous episodes. That's like one of the episodes everybody remembers, alongside like Charizard versus Aerodactyl, Pikachu somehow defeating Onix, Charizard versus Blaine, Charizard completely throwing the Pokemon League match. That sort of thing. Because generally Pikachu's Goodbye really feels to me like one of the more infamous episodes of the anime, just sort of the one which everybody remembers. Alongside the infamous band episode with the swimsuit contest. I'm not entirely certain as to whether the Porygon episode would also fall into that level of infamy. I know at the very least the swimsuit costume episode was at the very least a partially dubbed. Bye Bye Butter. Oh yeah, Bye Bye Butterfree. I knew I was missing one. It's kind of weird as well because Butterfree. Oh. We've gotten to the point where it's struggling. That's not good. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think the SSN one, where they just capsized underneath, was also a pretty infamous one. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain as to whether we're gonna actually be able to catch this one, unfortunately. We'll just see how we do. I mean, off stream, I'm probably gonna have to go back and catch all these fellas again. Another good episode is here into my enemy Ash and his team split from Brock and Misty and have to... Oh yeah, that one, where they almost die in the snow. Where somehow Charmander devolves. I think that one was supposed to be aired earlier on in the syndication, but just got bumped up really late in the season, so it's like, all of a sudden, despite Ash's Charmander evolved, it's suddenly a Charmander again. Try figuring that one out. I was wondering if the SSM game got capsized as well. I'm guessing it didn't. I'm just gonna put that there. I'm pretty sure the Saint Anne didn't capsize at any point. Well, at the very least Metagross survived all this time. The one Pokemon that was trying to get to avoid this particular situation. Had no idea there was a continuity problem with that. Yeah, I think it's more just more a case of it aired in the wrong order. It's It's the wrong order in the episode listing. Yay, we got Gordon! Gordon's alive! Yeah! Gordon has appeared in mythology as the creator of the land. It sleeps in magma underground and is said to make volcanoes erupt upon awakening. There we go, got Gordon.
How could this happen? Even after everything. All this time I believed expanding the land would heal the world, feed the hungry, and create new opportunities. Perhaps I was too absorbed in my calculations, too focused on grand designs to notice the subtle truths. It's ironic. Archie's ideals aren't so different from mine. We ain't so different, you and I, Spider-Man! We both sought a better world, yet in my ambition to reshape the land, I have overlooked the balance that sustains us. Nature isn't a formula to be solved, but a delicate system to be respected. Even the smallest seeds can grow into mighty forests if tended properly. Perhaps small, considerate actions will lead to the change we seek. I won't abandon my vision, but maybe there's a better path. One which avoids catastrophe.
Well, this wasn't a total wash at the very least. We got Gordon. I'm not entirely certain it's just a universal thing, just calling Groudon Gordon now, but I still do find it funny. So, still, like, 3 Pokemon left to capture. We'll just see how we do. I'm imagining Rayquaza is going to be quite the ordeal, so... yeah, we're going to be going after Rayquaza next. Probably going to have to restock on Ultra Balls. I mean, that being said, I don't think I have to worry too much. We'll see. We shall see. Hey. Stored Pokemon to full health. I'm thinking actually, now might be a good time to reteach Azumarill Waterfall, because I think we're going to need to go up a waterfall at some point. Because we're at the end, and there's one particular trainer we still haven't fought yet. You know the drill. Get out of here. I'll probably have a look at Gordon a little bit later, but for now, we have places to be. And, pitfalls to fall out of. Let's do this. Hopefully I don't run out of repels too early on. I think Rayquaza might also be another one that I could potentially challenge again. I mean, at this point, I'm probably just gonna reset after the stream is done and just catch him on my own time, but... I suppose it'd be nice at least to showcase everything, you know. Just for a decently complete catalog. Yes, 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 yes. Back on the Sky Pillar, back with these antics, and... oh boy, I sure can't wait to deal with all these mock bike puzzles. With Elgato's input... oh, hello.
So you're the one, huh? The one who called Rayquaza down from the heavens and put Kyogre and Groudon to rest. My people, the Draconids, we've always looked to Rayquaza as our Dragon Lord. The great guardian of balance. But that balance, it's so delicate. Like one little push and whoosh, it could all just tip over.
Okay. You and your ninja antics. Yeah, that looks like a familiar face, if I do say so myself. Oh. She's just there, gonna just be looking at me, trying and failing. This mock bike puzzle. I sure hope I packed enough repels, cause yeah. Obviously, compared to when we went for this place the first time, this is basically how the biking puzzles were all the way back in Ruby Sapphire as well when we first got here.
Let me tell you a story. 1,000 years ago, a fierce eruption rose up from the sea. That's what gave us Sootopolis, but it also stirred up Groudon and Kyogre. At first they seemed calm, until they met each other. Then, chaos. My ancestor back then was the Lawkeeper, and she prayed with everything she had for Rayquaza to return. And when Rayquaza did, it calmed the storm, putting those two back to sleep. Since then, we've carried on this role, passing down their knowledge. Ready to call Rayquaza again, if it is ever needed.
Well, where were you this whole game? Eh? Oh wow, there's actually no pitfalls down here. I guess, wanted to be a little bit lenient.
After that fierce clash, once Kyogre and Groudon sank back to the depths, Rayquaza returned to the sky where it watches over us. That is when my people built the Sky Pillar, a place where we can reach out to our Dragon Lord when the world is in danger. It's like our own link to the heavens where we can call to Rayquaza if we are ever needed of it again.
Yes, use another one. Yeah, I distinctly remember this one being an absolute pain when I was a kid. This particular puzzle, because you really got to get it perfect in one. And I'm not entirely certain I'm going to be able to do that with his input lag. We'll see. We shall see. Just need to mix. Just need a bit of a run up first. Ugh. Well, shoot. Lore here almost sounds like a Dark Souls boss fight ready to happen. I mean, yeah, but I suppose another fun fact. She isn't supposed to be here. Oh! Oh! I didn't expect to actually do that. And of course I followed the... of course I followed the final hurdle. I hoped that wasn't gonna happen and it did. Alright, strap in, fellas. This is probably gonna take a little bit. Shame as well, because I was looking forward to getting up to the top. Come on. Get up there. Oh. Somehow I knew I was gonna have trouble with this. If it wasn't for that one rock there, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. Ugh. Again, I always hated this as a kid. Well, if you have any more questions about anime as such, now's the time to, now's the time to break out your questions. Because we may be here a while. Actually, let me just check. Can I, do I actually have the mock bike in my inventory? I know you can switch between them. Let's see. I do not. Alright, I guess we're just gonna be starting with the Aqua Bike by default. Favorite anime series? Part of me really wants to say Orange Islands, or just Season 2. Someone who's never played Emerald, how are you supposed to get that park with those rocks in the way? With excellent timing and no input lag. Like again, I'm playing this through Elgato, and I've made it fairly clear in the past that I'm not a big fan of just the latency issues I've been experiencing with Elgato. It's not been quite so noticeable until recently, like especially with something like Unleashed. That was a nightmare. And this is about as much of a nightmare as I was anticipating it to be. At the very least, there's no pitfalls on the bottom floor either. Yeah, if you You can fast forward this bit. Yeah, favorite Pokemon anime series, would definitely say, mostly for nostalgic purposes, Season 2 of the original run. Because I feel that's mainly the one where all the good stuff happens. Like, obviously you got the Blaine fight, you got the Pokemon League, you got the Orange Islands. I know a lot of... It's kind of weird, you don't really see many people really go into that. Which Elgato did you get again? HD60X. Because I figured that would be a better fit, but I'm starting to wonder whether this is just a issue with Elgato's period. Like, it's subtle, but it's noticeable at all. Yes. Yes! No! 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 I had that! Why is there a pitfall there of all places? That must be like the most painful one ever, because it's not as though I'm going to be able to stop in time. It's annoying as well, because I really want to get to Rayquaza this part. Unless I just start off the next part with us at the very top. What am I saying? I don't want to do another part. I don't want to do another part. We've already come this far. I'm gonna be ending it tonight if it's the last thing I do. Yes! Finally! Finally, it's happening to me. From that eruption, the Cave of Origin was born. A place holding secrets that go back to the very roots of Sootopolis itself. Only a handful like Wallace can really understand it. The cave and the Sky Pillar, they're two halves of the same mystery, each part of life's balance. Wallace could guide you there, because his ancient Sootopolian blood, just like mine to the Draconids. See? We're bound together that way. And there's... I don't think there's anything up here. I think we're good. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We knew there was a chance Kyogre and Groudon might wake up again, even after so many years of peace. So as a safeguard, we created the red and blue orbs, hoping they'd keep the peace. But they were never really put to the test. No one knew for sure they could control creatures that powerful. We hoped Rayquaza wouldn't have to be summoned again. But fate's a funny thing, isn't it? And here we are, with you being the one to summon Rayquaza when Hoenn needed it most. Yeah, where were you? Alright, here we are, at the top. Aw, and she even has a little Whismur there. Kind of an odd choice, but... there's a lot more holes here than I remember. Rayquaza's purpose is more than just to keep Groudon and Kyogre in check. It's to preserve the balance when no one else can. We believe, one day, something even greater could threaten that balance. Something we might not be able to face alone. That's why I'm here, to see if you can stand beside Rayquaza, to make sure you're the real deal. So, what do you say? Ready to show me what you've got? Oh! It even comes with a remix of her theme. Yep, they added Zinnia. I've been looking forward to hearing this theme because I remember so many people being like, oh yeah, Zinnia's theme in Horas is so great. Let's do it then. Altaria, kind of an odd choice, but, alright. I think Sceptile might actually do well here. Oh no. Sceptile, I'm sorry. Oh, who we go with next? Because I don't really have anything in terms of priority. Let's try Gardevoir, actually. Yeah, we'll go with the Psychic. There I go, Speed Juice, fine. Let's do this. Next. Okay, so I think she has an old dragon team. Kind of strange considering Drake, but... Oh no. She was ready! She was ready for that. Oh no. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to... Oh no. Gonna go down swinging. Mostly just because I want a clean switch. Still though, I do like that, I do kind of like the fact that before each of the legendary fights, you have your own, like, special boss fight beforehand. We had Maxie, had Archie, and I guess representing Rayquaza here we have Zinnia. Who is just... Oh, Sceptile. Just really going for the whole dragon thing, huh? Double team. Oh. You're just gonna be a real bundle of fun, aren't you? Let's see you handle that. That's what I thought. Get out of here. Next. Oh, I think I see what she's doing here. Sceptile and Ampharos. Both Pokemon with Dragon-type Megas. Guess just going for that real, just sort of, proper Gen 6 Oras reference, huh? My favorite, yeah. I do kind of feel bad, because it feels as though I haven't really had much chance... Heal Bell? What are you doing, my man? What are you doing? There's no one on your team that's statused at the moment. I mean, I get that Heal Bell's probably a good move to keep... I was gonna say, Heal Bell's probably a good move to give an Ampharos in general, but I don't think now's the best time. Okay. Metagross. You have Earthquake. Feels like a real battle of the Megas at this point, because I feel... Like, 2/3 of my team have Megas. We got Metagross, we got Salamence, we got Sceptile, and we got Gardevoir. I will admit, I do quite like this particular rendition. It's nice. Feels very distinct. Feels very eventful. Oh, and Charizard, of course. Why am I not surprised that Masuda's favorite is on our team? Who also has a Dragon-type Mega. Here, have an explosion. Can I survive a heat wave? Yes! Say goodbye! I know you're not that bulky, Charizard. Okay, last one. It's kind of weird, actually, considering she technically has 7 Pokemon on her, because I don't... Yeah, there's her Salamence. Originally her ace. Still her ace, I think. And yet she still has Whismur. How fair's that? Toxic? What are you doing? What are you doing? You won! Take your revenge! Or else that happens. Defeated Zinnia. I guess it falls to you now. Now this is the one Pokemon we're gonna actually want to capture. You and Rayquaza together. I'm leaving this task to you, our new successor. Successor Stent. You and Rayquaza must protect nature, Pokemon, the people. Ever since I was a little girl, I have always turned my eyes up to the sky. When I was so full of uncertainty that I felt my heart might be crushed by it. I used to look up at the sky all this time, together with Aster. I think I'll spend some time now trying to find out if it's possible to forge a new beginning for something once lost. Until we meet again. She doesn't even have the decency to heal up my team afterwards. I don't have any revives. Well, we'll just see how we do. I do definitely want to try and catch Rayquaza at the very least, but it's gonna be a tall order. Because knowing Rayquaza is probably going to be packing in some serious heat. I didn't think I'd need revives for this. Do I want to save? I'm just gonna go on the good faith that I'll be able to fight Kyogre again. And do this. Because I don't want to go back and do the thing again. I don't want to do the puzzle again. In saying that, I probably could have just ended stream here, but nah. Still have that determination in me, right? Unfortunately, I don't have anything with real healing capabilities here, otherwise I would have put that out first. Did that with just a single extreme speed, jeez. You know what? Time to be cheeky. Time to be mischievous. I'm gonna use Intimidate. Intimidate hacks. I am fairly certain, at the very least, when it comes to the normal mode for this game, you can still capture Rayquaza before you fight Wallace, but you won't get the encounter with Zinnia. That's kind of why I wanted to hold off on that. I don't think you can still... Oh, no. You know what? We ball. We ball. You know, I did say this is probably going to be the last part, but, I'm starting to think maybe it was a mistake to think that. Because we still got a fair bit of stuff we can still do for one more part, and I think in a couple of weeks we're going to be going on holiday, so I'm not entirely certain as to whether I'd want to start anything new right off the bat. Probably was a mistake to save, in all honesty, but... Well, that's Rayquaza. I will probably just fight that on my own time, in all honesty. Or at the very least, start off at the top of Sky Pillar again next part. Which, given the time, I think that might be a decent thing. I'm gonna go re-challenge Wallace again so we get another crack at Kyogre. Actually, let me just check. Can we fight Kyogre again? Or am I gonna have to refight the League again? Have I just screwed myself out of a Kyogre? That is the question. Was saving there a mistake? Don't think I should use any more repels, but whatever. We did the Zinnia fight at the very least, and I did want to do that. Okay. Occasional rainfall is a bless. Right. Gonna have to do some proper research into this. But I think for now, that's all I think we have time for. Next week probably is going to be the final part for real, for real. I feel kind of beat up about it, in all honesty, because I was thinking, oh, this is probably going to be a good time to... Right. Next part is going to be final part for real. I'll probably have to rename and redo the thumbnail for this stream. That's fine, that's fine. Just thank you for tuning into whatever this is. Hopefully next stream is a bit more fruitful. I'll probably just catch a Kyogre off screen if I haven't screwed myself out of it, but until then, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully next week will be the ending for real, but until then, take care. Bye-bye.